about Brooklyn, where you were raised.
Brownsville, Brooklyn. I mean, it was,
What would you what would you be seeing in Brownsville, Brooklyn, growing up?
What was I seeing?
Yeah, describe your neighborhood.
Oh, everything. It's bad. I mean, like, they did a movie. They down did a movie called New Jack City. They were talking about the building, the Carter. But that was on a corner of where I lived at, Herzog on Lot Avenue. It was the Carter for real.
Yeah, great movie, but not a great place to be a kid.
Not a great place to grow up. But you know what? It taught me everything that I know today. So
yeah, it is kind of fun in those places. It's fun to be little in those places, but you don't want to raise your own kids in it. So what was your dad like? I talked to Danny, and he was telling me how great a dad you had. Tell me about your dad.
That's phenomenal. My dad is a father that believed in togetherness. You know what I'm saying? He got 9 boys. And he kept his boys together. You know what I'm saying? And I respect him for that. And my father he's a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at times he could be zero tolerance. And at times he's a cool dude on earth. You know what I'm saying? And but he taught us structure and the thing that he taught us is more than money could ever give us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What kind of kid were you?
I was wild. And Buck just let us fight. Like, my main problem wasn't school or grades or anything. My main problem was just behavior. Just fighting on top of a dollar. Like, fighting was good to me. Like, I was like one of those, now I do a program now, all around the country about bullying. And I was the kid that would go around and beat the bullies up and mess with the kids. So, I was always a little guy. All of my brothers are 6 foot and older, bigger than me.
Yeah.
I'm the smallest one. But they say Zab will fight anybody on top of a dime.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how that was.
And now, out of all the Judah boys, who caught the most knockouts in the street?
Between myself and Daniel, sorry.
Yeah, Daniel said it was him. He told me to ask you.
Yeah.
And you'll vouch that it was Daniel, but
who?
Daniel said, ask Zab who caught more knockouts in the street.
Yeah, between myself and Daniel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's that. Yeah, Daniel, he was a street kid, a street knockout, a knockout artist. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, man. So describe the situation. It was your father was boys with Mark Breland, right?
Okay, good. You see me go to the ATM? Yeah. Huh?
Your father and Mark Breland are boys, right? They were boys when you were growing up.
It was what?
Mark Breland and your father were boys, like real close, right?
Yeah, but we was kids for that. We didn't have no kind of connection with that.
Oh, you didn't learn boxing from Mark Breland at all?
No, never.
No. So who taught you the skill of boxing?
My father did.
Taught you everything? So how old were you when your father started showing you techniques and stuff?
I had my first fight at 6 years old.
Is that how old were you when you first started fighting? He just showed you stuff since you were...
No, I had my first competition fight at 6 years old.
Yeah. And describe the amateur boxing system days in New York back then. What did you see in the gym when you'd go?
Oh man, I used to watch my dad spar and everything like that, and I used to always get the thrill, like this is what I want to do. I want to be just like him.
Yeah. So you were good right away?
I wouldn't say so, but people always said that I had talent.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say that I was a home run hitter right out the gate. I wouldn't consider myself that.
Mm-hmm. And inside your house when you started boxing, like how was it being in the house with all those brothers and you're all fighting? Was it a competitive fight?
Yeah. It was at times it was every man for himself, And at times it was, it was unity. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause my dad always believed in, he would tell us, don't let me catch y'all fight each other. Don't let me catch you doing that. You know what I'm saying? You never fight your brother. You know what I mean? So we always had that kind of structure. But I mean, I always felt bad for somebody else that they try to go up against one of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean myself, and this is not bragging, but I don't remember me or none of my brothers ever losing a street fight ever.
That's saying something. That's saying something in Brooklyn. So
Brooklyn, no, we love Brooklyn. Brooklyn made us.
yeah.
Coming to Brooklyn, we learn everything that we learn. You know what I mean? So we never take them away us Brooklyn.
That's right, man. And would you spar? Would you spar with your brothers?
Yeah, we would spar. I mean, we would even get mad at each other in the house. I mean, the best thing that we could do in the house is when we get mad is go in the basement and put the gloves on. I mean, now my father would get mad, but at least he would more or less tolerate that. He would tolerate us going to the basement and duking it out, like men. But he wouldn't tolerate us fight each other. No way.
Yeah. And you were 110-5 as an amateur. What's your best memories of your amateur days and traveling and everything? What do you look back at it with good memories about? Low.
Okay, you guys are back on?
Yep, I'm here.
I'm here.
Thank you, Davina.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, tell me about your favorite places you went, Zab, as an amateur.
All around the world.
Yeah, I know you just been to Russia. I know you're so cool with the Russians. Your name is Nikolai now.
That's right. They call me Nikolai.
Yeah, man.
That's right. Zab Nikolai.
So you just did get back from Russia. What were you doing out there?
I was in Moscow. I was got some business for Super Judah Promotions.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Just branching out in Russia.
Well, I mean, you can't call yourself a world champion if you can't go fight all around the world.
That's right. You're a champion of the world. World champion. Did you wear a furry hat? Was it even cold there? It's warm there now, right?
It's summertime right now. We can't. Us Americans are not equipped to go there in the wintertime.
Nah. Nope.
No way. Our biggest coach would die in it, out there.
Yep.
You gotta see the pound, like they wear 10-pound coats.
Yep.
Just to keep warm. A 10-pound coat. That's why you don't understand the Russians are so big, because they're walking around with 10-pound coats, 5-pound hats on your head. I mean, you're gonna get big too.
You ever see their president? Their president wrestles, does karate. The guy's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Everybody can fight out there.
I got a chance to meet him. Yeah, I met him.
Did you? What's he say to you? Does he know you?
Yeah, of course he knows me.
Yeah. What's he say to you?
Welcome to my country.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
It made my stay there very pleasant.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy, man. You're that big. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
So, did you go to Russia before, or was this your first time there?
First time in Russia.
Yeah.
Moscow.
Yeah. So when you were an amateur, where's the best places you got to visit? Most people from New York are just stuck there, stuck in Brooklyn, but you got to travel around the whole world.
Yeah, I went to Austria. I mean, as far as the United States, we went everywhere. All of the states.
Yeah.
Like, I've traveled by tour bus from Las Vegas, and Florida to New York. So that pretty much covers the United States. You know what I'm saying? So I pretty much rode through every state that I had to, because we went across on the bottom, came back across the top. So pretty cool. And as far as traveling as an amateur, we went to Austria, London, Venezuela, Morocco.
See, that's cool though. It's cool that you got to see those things when most people are just stuck. You know, never get to go anywhere. But that's a great thing.
Yeah, so as a kid, I pretty much went a lot of places.
Yeah.
As an adult, just vacationing with my family, we've been a lot of places too. All over the Caribbean. I know we enjoyed the Caribbean, so we went down Caribbean, Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. My kids is, young too, but they done been around a lot of places too.
Yeah, you're a 2-time U.S. national champion. How did you feel winning your first U.S. national championship?
As a kid, it was like winning the championship of the world. As a kid.
Yeah, man.
Just qualify you to travel out. As you're a kid, if you travel out, the opportunity you get the first time you get to travel out to these different states and be amongst the best of each state. You know what I mean? And, it feels good.
Yeah. And you're a 1996 PAL national champion. How'd that feel? And why didn't you stick around for the Olympics that year? What happened? Did you get beat in the box offs?
No, I was an alternate on the next Olympics. Years later, I found out my real reason for not making it. Not to make an excuse or anything. I just fell to a politic thing.
Yeah.
But it was pretty. But I got an opportunity of sitting down with the coach and stuff, and he explained. So I didn't feel so bad after. I mean, even, I went ahead and did what a lot of my team members didn't do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, besides Mayweather, maybe 2 or 3 more, Tony Ottawa. None of them got to be 5-time champion of the world.
Yeah. How'd you feel not making it to the Olympics though at the time? Were you kind of devastated by that?
Yeah, I was very devastated. I almost came on the verge of not boxing no more.
Yeah, because you weren't used to losing, man. 110-5. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's hard to lose, man. It's hard to lose when you do have to take it.
Yeah. But you know what? It also humbles you because it teaches you what kind of person you are on the inside, you know what I mean? Because, if the bigger person, the lose and come back.
Yeah.
When you win in and you never just suffer defeat, you never know what the side of defeat tastes like. Defeat it's a nasty taste.
Yeah, it does. It is.
Nasty taste, and no one likes to just taste of defeat. So.
Well, if someone likes it, they'll do it a lot.
Yeah.
Make it a habit. So you put that loss behind you, and you decide to turn pro. You remember who and where the fight was and what the result was?
Who what?
Who you fought in the first fight?
As a professional?
Yes.
Yeah, I fought Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson on the co-main event. I was the co-main event to Pernell Whitaker on HBO in Miami.
Yeah, that's right. So
it was an insane feeling. Most people say, "Oh, that's big. Not to me. That was the scariest thing ever. To be going from an amateur with headgear and a T-shirt and all that to be going to a professional standing there with no shirt on, no headgear, in front of 18,000 something people.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like, I'm going from a gymnasium, an amateur gymnasium with about 200 people watching, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
To an 18,000 seat arena. Remember, I was a co-main event. I was the fight right before Pernell Whitaker went on. And this is when we talking about Pernell Whitaker was pound for pound the greatest fight in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. So how scared were you that day? Were you real nervous?
I was more scared as an opportunity, but the ring walk was terrifying. But once I got to the ring and the bell rung, and he came at me and threw the first right hand and tried to hurt me, that was it. it all went out the window. Everything came back to normal.
Yeah. So
Came back to normal.
How'd you feel after that win?
I felt great. I felt like, that was my first time knocking somebody out as a professional with the little 8-ounce gloves on. No headgear, and it felt like nothing. And after that, I went on a reign of 10-0 with 10.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought your phone died again. I didn't hear you. It was blacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was.
So, it was pretty good. I think I went on 6-0, 6 knockouts. Then I ran into this guy, Troy Crane. I got my first decision, and I got cut. I got cut in the fight. He was a tough Indian kid. Very, very, very strong. And, that's why I had to figure out, what kind of guy you are.
Yeah. So how did you feel when you felt that blood coming down for the first time ever?
Yeah, it was weird. It was hot. It was hot. It was very hot. Like some hot liquid substance going outside of my face. But it was, and I was like, oh wow. When I seen it, I was like, oh wow. It just made me want to, it just showed me that I really was going to be destined to be a good fighter because it just brought the animal out of me.
Yeah, it affects everyone different. I remember it kind of threw even Chad Dawson off when he just got cut against Hopkins for that round. I noticed, but you were young though. How'd you take that? Were you panicked feeling?
Nah, I took it good. I took it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
I said, you cut me, the worst thing you could do is let lion take some blood.
Yeah. Best thing you could do is do what Johnny Tapia would do. Just dab it and lick it. Just freak the guy out.
That's kind of disgusting, though.
I know. I wouldn't do it.
But I ain't doing that. But I just sucked it up. So, all right, let's go to work.
But if you did, I think it would freak those people out.
I know. I probably freaked myself out, too.
So how'd you feel at that point in your career, though? You win that fight. Were you feeling the expectations from New York and having the great amateur career? And
yeah.
Did you feel the expectations?
Remember. Hey, look.
Did you feel the expectations?
Of what?
Of being from New York and having such a great amateur career and everyone expecting big things from you at that point in your career?
But no, because, I guess, my dad and everybody else kept me sheltered away from that, okay? I was pretty much sheltered away from society, I wasn't really allowed. I remember at 18 years old, I remember my dad putting one of his guys with me, big guy, like 300 pounds, name is Hez. You know what I'm saying? And I remember him going everywhere with me. And my dad always keeping him with me. And I always be like I can't go nowhere without this dude. And I always be like, man, why does this dude got to stay with me? I mean, now I know, younger, my dad put security with me. But as a kid, I think the excuse was, I don't know, you can't go nowhere by yourself or something. You're going to be with you, make sure everything good. That was kind of a thought. But, at the time as a kid, you didn't really care.
Yeah. You're safe. You were safe, man. No one's messing with you.
Not for me,
And then your first big test came against Mickey Ward. I remember hearing you say that his left hook to the body was the hardest you ever got hit. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, Mickey Ward was one of the toughest fighters I fought.
Oh, definitely.
Toughness. Like, at that time, for the stage I was at, boxing, that was probably one of the tough fights because I was a kid still.
Yeah.
I had 15 professional fights. I wasn't even 20 years old yet. I was still 19, and I went against a solid grown man. He was like 34 or something professional fights. And that was my first time. And he had like 10 years on me, and that was like my first time going up against a real solid grown man, and I was like, and I prevailed. And once I won, I understood it was time. It was everything was going to change from that day on, and everything did change.
Yeah, it was your
You know,
first.
the way boxing looked at me and the way I looked at boxing, it was, you know, it was like a marriage.
Hmm. Yeah, and that was the day you won your USBA light welterweight championship. How's that feel?
That was my first championship right there. My first championship I won, and that was a great feeling. I was, you know, I'm remember keeping that belt on for like days. I slept that night. I slept in that belt. Slept with it on. I slept in the bed with it.
Yeah.
I remember just taking it off and putting it on the toilet in the shower. I sat on the toilet to get in the shower, and I love in the shower watching it. I kept peeking at it. I got to make sure nobody came in there and messed with it. Yeah, and as soon as I got out, dried off my clothes on, put my belt on. I would walk around the street with my belt on. People be like, "Yo, what is that?"
Yeah.
But I'm in champ. I'm in champ.
Yeah, man. That would feel great. What'd you do with that belt? You still got it today?
Nah, I gave it to my dad.
No, okay.
My dad keep it. I gave a belt to my dad and a belt to my mom. They both got championship belts in the house.
That's great, man. Yeah. Then you fought Daryl Tyson and stopped him.
Oh yeah, Daryl Tyson was cool, man. He was a veteran.
Yep.
That time when I fought him, he was a veteran knocking guys out. I fought him in D.C. at his hometown. It was funny because we fought at this thing called a smoker. It was my first time ever known about something. It was like a smoker, which is my first time fighting outside of an arena. It wasn't an arena. It was like a ballroom. It was like a ballroom dinner, a black tie affair. I you know, at that time I didn't know what the hell was going on. But when I got in there, you know, they kept us in the back the whole time. And it was time to walk to the ring. It was like a cloud of smoke. I couldn't even see the ring. It was so smoky in there. And they was in there smoking cigars and all this and all that. And I was like, wow, what is this? You know, but I went in there. Screw it. I went in there and did an 11-round decision over Daryl Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was tough.
Yeah.
Veteran guy.
Was that a title elimination fight?
Yeah, it was a title elimination.
Yeah. Did you
It
feel
was funny because at the time, you know, Mike Tyson was one of my best friends. And I remember me fighting a guy by the name of Daryl Tyson. And I would call Mike, like, Mike, they want me to fight this guy, man. I'm like, so Mike like, all right, fight him. And I'm like, I don't know. I said, yo, I think he might be your cousin. And Mike was like, why you say that? I said, his name is Tyson. He was like, nah. Just because his name is Tyson don't mean that he's my cousin. He just got the same last name. And I was like, oh, he not related to you? Nah, he not. I was like, oh, alright, I'm going to kill this mom. But that was funny. I remember me like 2 days. I was just nervous. I was like, yo, I got to fight Tyson cousin. Like, yo, dude, I don't know who this is. I was like, I got to call Mike and tell him. I laughed at that. He was like, you crazy for that. I was like, I ain't know.
Now you said you were boys with Tyson back then. Are you still boys? Because you're both living in Vegas still.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up.
I see him all the time.
Are you bigger than Mike now? He got real small, right? He's living a different life now. He's meat free.
Mike is good now. Mike is doing good. Mike is actually he's doing excellent right now. Like
he looks great. Looks like he
lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, he got his Broadway show grand happen. He got a show coming to Broadway now. Tyson show.
Yeah, I saw pictures of you at the Tyson show. What'd you think? How'd that go?
It's good. I thought every show he got better. Cause I went to the first show. I went to all 3 shows. You know, I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
So he got better as the days went on. You know, from the first day to the last day. No, I'm lying. I did miss 1 show. It was 4 shows. But from the first day to the last day, it was totally different. You know, by the last day, he was more comfortable. He was more forward. He was more, he was moving his hands and everything. Like, you could tell he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I'm glad for Mike. He's doing good.
Yeah, me too. Big homie.
Yeah, man. Then you fought Wilfredo Negron after Daryl Tyson, and that was for the IBF championship. How'd you feel going into that fight? Your first title fight?
Negron, it was a good fight. I remember him ramming my head to the ground. He was the first person to ever like do something dirty to me. Took my head and jumped on the back of my neck and rammed it to the ground. When I went down, like he just saddled my neck and power dropped my head into the ground. Yeah,
that's crazy.
For that, I was like, that just made me mad. After that, I knocked him off.
So you knocked him out. That had to feel great. How'd you feel winning that world championship? First world championship.
Great. You know, at that time, I was winning so much. It was so cool. It was like, all right, champ now. Got the belt.
So it was no big thing?
No, because, I mean, already I was already suffering from maybe 3 years being rich already. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so settled in my money. You know, I was, you know, it kind of turned me more to an animal.
Yep.
Hey, I'm rich now, and I'm champion of the world. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's hard, man. When you went from nothing to something like that at such a young age, you could just do crazy things.
Yeah.
For you. You never know.
See everything, because gotta have suspense for the movie that's coming.
That's
See
right.
a movie, Zab Judah life story movie.
Now, who's gonna play you?
It's something you want to see. It's like no other story. And you know, I know everyone say that about their life and say that about their story, but you know, I've seen the Tyson story, I've seen the Ali stories, I've seen the Joe Louis stories, and mine is totally different.
Now, who would play Zab Judah though? Would Zab Judah play Zab Judah?
I don't know. I mean, you know, the way I want to do the movie is I want to, because I've documented a lot of history of my life on video. I have a lot of taste from amateur, from professional, from, you know. So I wanted the movie to be splashes of real life video, and then splashes of acting.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be dope. I don't know if you've ever seen a movie like that before, like the movie Crash, where it shows some of the real life movie, then part of it goes back to acting.
Yeah. Now, what do you think?
At time when you're watching the movie, you're gonna see real. You're gonna be like, oh, that's Zab. That's really Zab. Like, you know, it's gonna be really real stuff for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could play yourself, man. I could see you acting. You never changed. You look just the same. You know.
Yeah. I say that.
You just gotta find like someone who could play a little boy Zab.
Yeah, little boy Zab.
I don't know who that would be.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Your son?
You don't know. I know who it would be.
Okay. You're keeping things confidential, maybe.
Yeah, keep everything confidential.
So tell me about the Jan Bergman fight. You put him down twice in the first round.
Connecticut. Yeah, it was a good experience.
Yeah, that was Connecticut, right?
No.
Right? You remember it was Connecticut?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I had to go see you, man. I was there. That was a must that I go see you. I'm surprised.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember catching Jan Bergman on the stairs. Me and one of my security guys, we caught him. This was like before the weigh-in. He didn't want to go in the elevator because there was so many Zab Judah family members at the hotel. He wanted to go on the stairs. It was him and his trainer. Very, 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 very nice guy. You know, but back then I was he was in a savage sport doing savage things. You know what I'm saying? So it was anything goes. You know, and I remember catching him on the stairs. I caught him on the stairs because he was getting in the elevator and it was so packed. He was like, "Nah, I'll just take the stairs." Somebody told me, "Yo, he on the staircase. He on the staircase." It was crazy, dude.
Wow.
And somebody told me, and I ran around to the stairs. I caught him on the stairs, and he didn't speak English.
Oh, no?
He was coming, and I stopped him on the stairs. I said, "Yo, you, I'm knocking you out. Knock you out, cold." I was crazy like this. I was like, "I'm knocking you out cold." He looked at me, and he started smiling like, "Oh." He tapped me on my shoulder like, "Oh, okay." Like Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, have a great day. Like, you could tell he didn't understand nothing I said to him. Like, you know, I patted him on his shoulder. And he was such a nice guy that nothing I said to him made him mad. He was more happy at the opportunity of being over here in America. And see, later on in life, I realized what it is for those people to get a visa to come to America, you know what I'm saying, and experience over here.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I never thought that. You know, me being from right here, being from New York, all we got to do is get in the car and drive to Connecticut. It was nothing, you know. It was a hop, skip, and a jump. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but me, you know, me being young and having money, I was like, nah, I want to take I remember in the Jan Braven fight, I took a 8-passenger. I forgot the name of it at the time. It was an 8-passenger super chopper. That's what they called it. It was nice, decked out chopper. We left on the West Side Highway, New York, Manhattan, all the way to Connecticut.
Wow.
They're like 20 minutes.
Wow.
You know, it was nice. Yeah.
Jeez.
You know, I was, you know, I was a kid just caught up in his money. That's it.
Might have been a UFO. Got you there that quick.
No. Actually, they are. You know, Wheels up on a private jet from Wheels to Wheels down is only 28 minutes from Las Vegas to California, Burbank, California.
No, okay. Yeah, it's close. It's close.
It's a different kind of life. I mean,
yeah. How'd life become different after winning the championship? Like, did you know?
It worse.
It just made everything worse. Multiplied
I
everything.
can't wait till the movie come out.
When is it coming out? Is there a date set? When's it coming out?
No, there's no date yet. Everything is still. I mean, there's still parts of my life that I'm still documenting. So I can't. You know, it ain't time for it. Maybe another 2 years.
Yeah.
God willing, I make it that long. Another 2 years. It'd be time for the movie. If not,
I hope you make
wife's
it.
got instructions. She knows what to do. She's still gonna make it happen.
Hope you're not in any kind of trouble where you won't make it, Zab. 2 years.
No, I don't speak about trouble. I mean, I promise I won't be in no kind of trouble.
Nah.
Because I'm not gonna be here, you know. But I'm talking about God willing. God willingly spared my life, you know, that long.
Yep.
Because you know we all here on borrowed time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Borrowed, I promise none of us. So.
I was just saying that.
Like I say, you know, God willing, 2 years from now, I'm still here.
Yeah, man. Every
Movie
second.
gonna come out, and if not, it's still gonna come out.
It's still gonna come out.
Cause she got orders to do what she got to do.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep. Then after you won the title, you fought Junior Witter, and you went to England. How'd they treat you in England going there to fight Junior Witter at that time?
England was good because I went over there with Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
I went with Tyson, so, you know, when Tyson goes, the country stands still. I learned that.
Yeah, you were real cool with Tyson.
Your whole country stands still.
Yep.
You know, especially at that time when he was still fighting and everything. It was like crazy.
Yeah.
And we had a great time over there. You know, we went to London first, then we went to Scotland. Both countries was at attention. It was great, and I was just always like, in the back of my mind, like, yo, this is what I want. This is bad. You know, he's known as he got all this from the sport of boxing. You know, it's dope.
Is that when Tyson fought Savarese and just savaged him?
Savage in 1 round. A lot of things went on during our stay, but that's for the movie. Can't tell you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, man. I'll wait for the movie. And then, when you went to Scotland and Tyson was giving that after Savarese speech about eating Lennox's kids, what was going through your head?
I was standing right there next to him.
Yeah, I remember that. You were like big brother, little brother.
And I was just looking at him. I mean, being around Mike, you always see. You never know what's expect from Mike. Cause Mike is not a predictable person.
No, he's not.
He's unpredictable. You know what I mean? So, you know, but from things around Tyson with me, he's always been a loving and caring brother. You know, one thing I can say is he has a heart.
Oh yeah.
That's compassion. His heart. A lot of people don't get to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I also don't take the time to understand them, you know, but I seen them at a different light, you know. I seen them when the camera's on, I seen them when the camera's off. You know what I'm saying? I seen it when his lights action, camera's action, when it's not. I seen him at his rich is rich, and I seen him at his poor of the poor, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I seen him at different times and lights of life. And, you know, all I can ever say is I take my hat up to him and commend him as a person. He's a great human being.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You could tell. You could tell Mike is a great guy. You were like big brother and little brother. That was a good time, man. It was fun. It was fun. What do you remember about the junior?
Both up together, it was, I would say, underestimated. That would be the number one word I could use for both of us.
Who's that?
Underestimated. You know, people don't know us. You know, when you underestimate something, you don't give it a chance.
Yeah.
And you overshadow it, like you don't put thought into it. And I think that's a lot with people. You know, they took us. You know, me, I probably was judged by by how I presented myself. You know, and I presented myself.
Yeah.
You know, not by the way I presented myself, I wouldn't expect nobody to treat me well. Come on, I presented myself like a young hooligan. You know, we were outlaws. You know, I got a tattoo on my arm, outlaw. But you call when my cousins and you know, I put a tattoo on my arm when he passed away, and outlaw, and I live by that mentality. You know, outlaw. We do what we want to do, and I got about 100, maybe 125 people strong with that had the same tattoo with the same belief.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Are you saving that for the movie too? Your belief. What was the
That's
belief?
for the movie.
No, okay.
I got something for you. Hold on.
What do you remember about the Junior Witter fight? He was pretty good, right? Slick guy.
About the what fight?
Junior Witter.
About the who fight?
Junior Witter.
Junior Witter? Oh, no. He moved around a lot. You know what I'm saying? It was the last minute replacement because I remember us having a different opponent at the time. And our opponent didn't make weight. And Jason Rowland, he wasn't ready for the fight. So last minute, 2 days, they gave me this guy, this Junior Witter guy. And they said he trained under the Prince Nassim. He was, he had the same trainer and the same kind of style, and, X, Y, and Z. And I was like, what? So.
Mm-hmm. So were you worried about going to the scorecards at all? If the possibility before the fight? Because you handled them pretty easy, I think, right?
I mean, I did what I had to do. I went in there and worked hard and sacrifice and
and
all what I had to put on.
Yeah. After that fight, you put your title on the line against Teron Millette. That was his old title. What do you remember about Teron Millette? I think you were down. Were you down in the first round in that fight?
Yeah, I was down in the first round.
What do you think?
I just remember him. I just remember him telling me that. I just remember him telling me that I wasn't the real champion.
Mm-hmm.
That he was the real champion. I won my belt by luck, and I never fought nobody. Never fought no world class fighters, and I remember telling him that it's exciting you say this to me because tomorrow night you will become the first world class fighter I knock out. And I promised him that the fight wouldn't go 12 rounds. And I made a side bet with him, with one of his trainers. Hey! I made a side bet with one of his trainers. With his manager. And I told his manager, I said, he will not hit the last bell ring. And his manager told me no way, that I was a fool. And told me I wouldn't hit the last bell ring. And we bet it $10,000. And there's a picture on the internet. Because I put the picture up with the manager handing me a check over for $10,000.
That's nice.
I told him, I said, he's not going to make 10 rounds. I mean, he's not going to make 12 rounds. Said, oh, you a big mouth punk. You can't do nothing. And you will get knocked out. I said, okay, no problem.
Now, do you think you went down in that fight because you were like kind of mad?
No, I went down in that fight because I got hit.
So, do you think you were fighting with like I guess, were you trying to hurt him more because of the trash he was talking?
No, I mean, me going down had nothing to do with trash talking. He just, he caught me with a good punch. Coming in, not protecting myself, and he caught me. You know?
Everyone said how hard he hit. He's a hard hitter, huh?
Tom Levy is a very, very, very strong guy. I mean, that was one attribute going into the fight. We knew that, you can't take away from him.
Mm-hmm.
He's strong. He's a strong puncher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, we let that go on. That happened. And then we got back to business.
Yeah. I know you were happy getting that check handed over to you, so I know that. That's
well, I mean, I made good money for the fight.
Yeah, and then after that, you fought Reggie Green. You fought Reggie Green.
Who?
Reggie Green. What do you remember about the fight with Reggie Green?
Reggie Green was actually. I had sparred Reggie Green a couple times back in training camp, in the training camp. Reggie Green was there with us, and he sparred with me.